I love this banner. I remember as I look at this, the hands that helped make it actually outlined people's hands in order to cut them out and put them on the banner. It reminds me that All Saints' Day isn't about the perfect or the most holy of people, but All Saints' Day is about the hands that serve God's kingdom. In the early church, All Saints' Day was a time to remember those who had been martyred in the faith. It was a dangerous thing to be a Christian in the early Roman Empire, but after a few years, the persecutions ended, and so All Saints' Day began to take on a different kind of flavor. And we know of the official saints, those who were canonized by the church. I have a couple of pictures of two of my favorites. So this is one. This is St. Francis of Assisi. He was an odd little dude. He liked to hang out with the animals. He went barefoot all the time. He gave away all of his possessions and owned nothing. And he dreamed of peace. Make me an instrument of your peace, this picture says. And we've sung that song before. Those are his words. He'd come back from the Crusades and had been changed. So he's one of those official saints. Another official saint, favorite of mine, is Saint Hildegard of Bingen. She was an unusual woman for her time. She lived at around the same time that Saint Francis did, in the 12th century. And it wasn't a time in which women were encouraged to take leadership in the church. But she was a uniquely qualified, talented person. She wrote poetry and music and plays and all sorts of sacred writings for worship. She also had a passion for beginning monastic communities for women. And she traveled from town to town and gathered women together so that they might live together as women in Christian service. Another official saint, different from St. Francis in many ways, and yet they were both grounded in their faith in Jesus, in their love of God, and their desire to serve. Now, over the years, All Saints' Day has also taken on the meaning of remembering those who have died, our loved ones. And so we take this opportunity to remember those in our community who have died in the last year. We remember Richard Adams. We remember Barbara Thompson. We remember Kara Penkert. We remember Darlene Carlson. There are many more, though, who are in our hearts, who we remember. We also remember on All Saints' Day that we too are saints. As we continue to grow in our faith, as we continue to be God's hands and feet in the world, we are the living saints. The old, the young, all of us together. We make the church possible, and I don't mean a structure. I mean the body of Christ in action in our community and throughout the world. We are the saints. I now invite you to come forward and to light a candle in memory or in honor of your saints. Who are the people who have helped to make you who you are as a child of God? We remember, light by light, person by person, carrying out the light of Christ into the world.